Hello everyone, coinmetallurgist here. I hope you're all doing well today. I have a interesting coin to show you today. This is the most expensive state quarter that I've ever purchased, and also a fairly expensive piece of steel. So what this is a set that the U.S. Mint made available while they were doing the run of the state quarters. And what it is just a circulation quarter from a given state, and the die or a die that was used to produce quarters for that state. And the dies are destroyed on the face, so there's no picture of the coin anymore, and that's to stop me from trying to produce state quarters. But it does have a serial number still on it, so D7250575, which matches the serial number on the certificate of authenticity. And it's kind of interesting set because you don't normally see something like this, the dies that are actually used to produce the coins. So this could have been a die on the obverse or on the reverse. It doesn't specify that, and I'll show you some other things that the certificate of authenticity does specify here in a minute. But they made these sets for the run of the state quarter series. Also, previous to that, in 1998, they did dies that you could buy for like the different denominations of the coins. And they've also done, they've sold dies previously, the Mint has, and so they are available. There are earlier ones from the 90s that were Olympic commemorative ones where they didn't completely destroy the face. And so those ones are much more valuable, much more limited quantity. The one thing that I noticed with this set that I wasn't really thrilled about was that some of like the rust from on the die here rubbed off onto the COA as it's been sitting here for the last 10 years or plus. But honestly, this set is not a set that I purchased because it's going to make me money or because I think it's a valuable set. Honestly, this is literally a quarter worth 25 cents and a piece of steel that could be scrapped for almost nothing. But the real reason why I wanted to get this set is because I think that it is a good conversation piece for people who aren't necessarily into coin collecting. So if I put this on display on like a bookshelf or something, I feel like this is a coin that someone can relate to because it's a quarter that they probably have seen in circulation, and it gives a good kind of speaking topic to talk about, well, how coins are made, and here's a die that was used to make a coin. I was very specific on which coin I picked and the mint. I am from Colorado and I live in Idaho, so I chose a die that was used in the Denver Mint on Denver quarters, or coins that were minted in the Denver Mint, and on an Idaho state quarter. So I have that Denver piece of it and the Idaho piece of it. So I'm not going to go and get a whole set of these of all of the ones. This is the only one I'm going to buy. And let's take a look at the certificate of authenticity. So we already looked, it has that serial number. And when we open this up, let's read this. The undersigned hereby certifies that the enclosed die was an actual working die used in the United States Mint to manufacture official United States coinage. This unique collectible is accompanied by one of the first acceptable production coins struck with this die. To prevent unauthorized reproduction of United States coinage, this die's original face has been removed by the United States Mint to conform with security procedures governing circulating coin die disposition. And then it gives some stats on the die, and I think this is one of the coolest pieces with this. So, Producing Mint Denver gives the die serial number again, coin, quarter, Idaho, type, circulating, in service date, And if you look down here, it has retirement date. So we look, it was only in service 5 days. Press number, press type, Schuler press. Number of strikes, 221,297. And the reason why the die was taken out of service, that it was cracked. So I think that's kind of interesting that they keep track of that. You know, they have the serial number for every single one of these dies, and they keep track of how many coins are minted with each one and why it's taken out of service. It also has a like a barcode QR code right there to be scanned that would probably mean something to us, the correct system that scans it. So honestly, not a good investment piece if you're trying to buy silver and gold to invest, but kind of a fun thing, I think, for basically just a conversation piece. Comes in a nice little display box, just kind of like proof coins would. And I hope you appreciated that video about it. If you liked it, please denote so below. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to make those, and subscribe to my channel if you want more videos like this. Thanks for stopping by.